Text-to-speech enabled.
Here we go. Past these guys. Good morning, Dimitri. How you doing? It's Friday.
Look at all that wood.
Lots of wood. It's looking a little overcast today. Might rain. Pretty tired today. Feeling it after this week's of riding. Had 3 hours just yesterday alone. Despite feeling tired though, it feels that I'm going faster than I normally do for the same effort. I'm trying to see a flag. Like, do I have a tailwind? Is that what's going on this morning? Am I getting pushed? It feels like I'm going faster.
Must specify location. Weather for Nanaimo, CA. Overcast clouds with a temperature of 14.5 C, 58.2 F. Wind is blowing from the east at 10.76 kilometers per hour.
That'd be like this way.
9 miles per hour, and the
So I have like
humidity is 85%.
a side wind.
Time to hook up a weather station to the bike.
yeah. On a big pole, get a camera, a weather station. May as well get a trailer with a giant solar panel so I can charge everything.
I am guess he's gonna leave that there no clue how you fly with a solar panel.
Yeah, that is, because even the trailer is big. I mean, you could box it up, but how much would it cost to ship back to Canada?
Fire.
Hey, Organic, how's it going? I've shipped small packages like overseas, and it's crazy. So I couldn't imagine what the cost of a trailer and solar panel would be.
This weather looks like LA weather right now.
Yeah, it's pretty gloomy right now. We had a massive streak of awesome sun, and last weekend it rained, and it looks like rain might be on the schedule, but we could use it. There's some forest fires still going on near here that need some love.
The opposite here, it's been gloomy for 60 days straight.
Oh, geez. Well, I'd say here it was gloomy from October till May.
Is it that LA smog? Very rare for LA.
Yeah, Southern California is supposed to be nice every single day, I thought. Yeah, Pookie Butt, Bike Beast, and Brian. They're all down in California. I think Cycling with Doc is in California as well.
What kind of road bike would you recommend? I'm currently on a fixed gear.
One with gears. Actually, are you used? I guess obviously if you have a fixed gear, usually no one goes out and buys a fixed gear unless they ride already. But honestly, nowadays, like, all the bikes are kind of very close to the same. I always tell everyone, find one. Yeah, I'm definitely team gravel bike, but I don't know how much gravel you have. Oh, I definitely was riding into the tailwind. That's why I was going fast. I'm on a gravel bike right now with bigger tires, and I use that for my commute because it's more comfortable than my road bike. But
I love my fixie.
It's pretty much, I just say everyone to follow their heart. You know, like you see a bike and you're like, damn, that bike looks kick-ass. You know, that's the bike you're gonna ride. Yeah, and that really exactly with the tire selection, that depends on what you want to do. Are you trying to
I
get,
feel that.
if you're trying to get someplace super fast, you go with, slick tires. If you don't really care, you go with the comfy big tires.
I didn't get scared off anything carbon though, since I am a bit rough on the bike.
I was reading somewhere too, I don't know if it was true, but they were talking about life expectancies of carbon frames. And it kind of was like,
Victim is now following.
hey, thanks for the follow, Jim. Kind of sketched me out a little bit. But I was like, what? There's a lifespan on carbon frames? But I guess, there is. It's made out of glue and resin. Things do degrade and break down. I'm waiting for Canyon to release their latest gravel bike. There was spy shots of it at Unbound.
And I am not at the level where the weight saving was worth it.
Oh yeah, that's like me. I'm like super fat. I could just like lose 10 pounds rather than buy a more expensive bike that weighs that's lighter.
Cannondale.
Cannondale is definitely a good brand. Water's looking black today. This is where all the sea monsters come out in this weather. Yeah, definitely had a tailwind going the other way.
I think the big brands are similar, maybe just looks, and if you're Team SRAM or Ream Shimano.
Yeah, that's true. Like the drivetrain is almost always the same. Exactly, you have a choice of two brands. They all kind of like, they're all the same but slightly different. There's only so much you can do with putting tubes in a triangle shape.
I picked up a used Jameis steel bike with some carbon bits and still around 9 to 10 kilograms.
Yeah, it's funny. It's even like my cross bike that I'm riding right now is aluminum, and when it's got all of the commuting stuff stripped down, it's 20 pounds. It's not super light, but that's pretty darn good. Like, equipment nowadays, the technology to build this stuff has come so far that even the less expensive items or bikes are still lighter than the bikes were, 10 years ago. I worked in a shop in the 90s. I had all the lightest parts you could possibly buy. And my mountain bike was still 23 pounds. 23 and a half, I think it was. Yeah, like that's not, by today's standards, light at all. And for back then, that was filled with bike parts that, like, if you scratched them, they would fall off and break.
FX3 and save 10 minus 15 pounds over her super old hardtail.
Yeah, 10 to 15 pounds. I have a 1999 Kona Stinky Deluxe full suspension, and it was 38 pounds. 38 pounds. I rode that in a bunch of races too, like cross-country races. Did all right, but man, that is like a big, that's 2 bikes. That's 2 bikes.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Canyon unveil their newest gravel bike. They had a bunch of pros riding it at Unbound.
How long have you been cycling?
Oh.
LA kinda hilly might want something with wide range of gears.
Yeah, can't LA get pretty steep? How long have I been cycling? Like, since I can remember. Depends on what you classify as cycling. Like, if you're just doing it as a kid because you're doing it as a kid, or if it's like, yeah, I'm a cyclist and I ride all the flipping time. But that's been pretty much as long as I can remember. I had to say 39 years. Like, I'm not overly competitive, so I'm not one of those guys that goes out and does a crap ton of races. Oh, since like Strava style, like 2011, probably.
Or streaming.
Streaming, I think 3 years now. Yeah, since Strava came out. Strava came out, I think, in 2011. That's when I started recording my rides. I think 2013, 2014, I joined a local bike club here and started doing weekly time trials and crits. Started streaming about 2020 when COVID happened. Or actually it was...
That's dope, I need to follow you on Strava.
Yeah, I think 2019, maybe it was 2019. It was just before COVID, I think, happened. It's like watching the guys ride in San Francisco. Need some broad range of gears for that. There's some mofo hills there.
Or you can just hill bomb on the fixed gear. What's that famous movie Macabrema, I think?
takes some skill. I have respect for the people that can like rip through traffic on a fixed gear bike and stop. Man, every single day I ride, I think I gotta put some little bit of lube on my bike cleat because it's squeaking and it's super annoying all ride, and then every day I forget. Like, man.
I have a flip hub on my Fuji, but I need to change pedals to get foot retention.
Oh, like a flip hub, like it has got two gears, one on each side, and you can choose what gear you're going for that day.
Yep, one is freewheel, one is fixed.
Oh, okay. Which side do you ride most? Fixed or freewheel?
Only freewheel.
I think, Dimitri, you should put it on fixed, and you should go stream yourself as your like as a fixed ride, and just like flail all over the place.
Yes, I still have brakes on it, so maybe won't totally die on the roads.
You won't totally die, yeah. I think if I lived somewhere that was flatter, I would totally be interested in getting a fixed gear bike, because you can never have too many bikes. You always need to buy more. And I don't have one already, so that would be a good addition.
Yesterday mid-ride noticed my axle was loose.
Oh.
Were those piers that are half sunk?
One's right there. I don't know what those are there for. Or they could have just been there for 50 years. Oh, there's that guy again with his grinder. Dude, it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm trying to relax and look at the ocean. He's got his flippin' grinder out.
Oh, the dermal guy is big AC.
Yeah, like, dude, it's Friday. Relax for a little bit. Dave, yeah, take that. Take
Let's
that,
help.
take that, grinder guy. You showed him, Dimitri. It's kind of nice having.
OMG, did he actually stop?
Yeah, maybe. I think we've gotten too far away for him to hear it. Maybe the neighbor in the next boat over said enough was enough. Had enough of your frickin' grinding. Actually, I don't know what the noise bylaw time is. I think it actually is 7:30. Might even be 7. It's very rare that I get a tailwind going to work. This has been quite pleasant. My average speed is way higher than it normally should be, and I even stopped. Alright, I think I should run the red light today. No waiting. It's too much waiting. Oh, this car's coming. Damn it. Going.
Morning.
Hey, Lumify, how's it going? How are you on this Friday?
I just committed to a housewarming to force myself to clean up, so now I'm scrambling to get ready lol.
That's the way to do it. You got people coming over. Well, that should be fun though. You got many people coming over, just a few friends. Gotta move the bike out of the living room with the trainer. People are like, what the hell is this?
I'm figuring a dozen or so. Just started inviting people yesterday and most of them said they'd be there.
And you're like, damn, why they all have to say yes? That's like, I'm like, I only invited you as like a courtesy to invite
Yeah,
you.
I think I'm going to basically shut the door to the pain cave so I don't have to explain.
Yeah, that's, my setup is in my garage, and a lot of the people come over to our house, come through our garage, and they're like, what the hell is this? It's computer monitors, a bike on a trainer, lights everywhere, cameras. Okay, this hill has turned long today. This was a big week of riding for me. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna see how early I can get off work and try to push one more decent ride for the week. Take the weekend off. Your friends are over at your house and they're like, what's behind this door? You're like, no, don't go. Don't open that door. And they're like, what do you mean? It's like your sex dungeon? You're like, no, it's the pain cave for biking. But you know what happens when you get a bunch of friends have a few drinks and you're around a bike on a trainer, you know there's going to be wattage competitions.
Or gotta get everyone on the trainer and they don't get to eat till they hit 1,000 watts.
Yeah. No one gets it. The lights are still on out in the parking lot. It's so dark.
Or they feel like wasting electricity.
Yeah, running those lights isn't cheap.
They'll pass the saving on to you, the consumer.
Yeah, everything's now 15 cents more this week. It's almost not even becoming a challenge anymore.
I thought we were gonna have a race in the tunnel.
Yeah, we kind of got there at the same time. If I had to follow someone in the tunnel, then I would end up going low bit rate. All right. Let's go say hot Danny. Doing some van life. Van lifing. Which didn't seem to work. What? Oh, I guess it's Sarah then.
I don't think raid works in real-time chat.
You know what's crazy is, no, I was going through the yeah, I was going through the
Unraid.
I was doing the Twitch. It wouldn't let you said this person's channel does not accept raids. Weird. Who does that?
Big streamers that don't want small raids.
Maybe. He's not even really a big streamer. He's just like living in a van, traveling around the country. Only has 90 viewers. Maybe he's got the raid threshold. Maybe that's it.
Have a good one. Hope you don't get rained on way home.
I hope not. Needs to rain tomorrow, not today.